Cody Corbett. This is day one of my visit to Egypt. I'm on the plane right now. What I'm looking forward to most about visiting Egypt are the pyramids. A little bit about what I know about the pyramids. Ancient Egyptian pyramids are the most well-known pyramid structures. The oldest Egyptian pyramid was believed to be built in 2640 BC. The Pyramid of Khufu is the oldest of the ancient wonders of the world, and that's all. Nearly all pyramids are located on the west bank of the Nile. What I'm really interested in is trying to figure out little clues about how the pyramids were built. I know there are a lot of theories. Some people say that they were built by the ancient Egyptians. Some people say that actually aliens built them. So I'm looking for a couple of clues to see if I can figure this out. It looks like we're about to touch down now. There seems to be protesters outside of the airport. Let's go investigate. It's great to be here in Egypt.
Like this, Squidward?
Not a picket fence, you ding-dong! Picket sign!
How's this?
No. This is a picket sign. Krusty Krab unfair. Short, sweet, and to the point.
Ah,
Canada, raise your drinking age. Raise your drinking age. 21 should be the drinking age. Sex is bad for you.
I'm Cody here with.
Anastasia.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you're protesting today?
Well, it's sex trafficking, and it's become an issue here.
What do you think is the biggest issue with sex trafficking?
Well, the fact that it's a money issue. Everybody thinks it's easy money, but it's the families that have to go through.
What country do you think is most affected by sex trafficking?
Well, I've researched in France, and it's pretty popular in France, but it's all around the world, like United States, Egypt here, mostly everywhere.
What do you think we can do as a whole to stop it?
Well, I don't really know what we can do to stop it because not only is it a dirty business, but it's also run by the government. People get away with everything. The sex trafficking business, they pay people from the government to do illegal documents. They pay them for everything.
Who do you think is most affected by sex trafficking?
Mostly it's children ages 12 to 18, but it's mostly women because, I mean, it's obvious. And it's kind of scary because you can get kidnapped anywhere you go, the airport, mall, any public place you can think of.
Is there anything else you want to tell us about?
I just want people to be more aware about sex trafficking, that it's a serious issue and we need to do something about it.
Thanks for your time. Hey, I'm Cody here with.
Juliana.
What's the topic you're protesting?
I am protesting against crime in Spain because it is a big issue amongst tourists who go to visit the country.
Who do you think is the most responsible for committing these crimes?
It's the townspeople, and it's usually adolescents, but it can be older people, and normally it's males, but when I'm doing research, there's a 30-year-old prostitute, female, so it really just varies, but mostly males.
Where do you think the crime happens the most?
It can happen at the airport. It normally happens on public transportation, like on the metro. People just pickpocket. It can happen in hotels. People act like they're lost or drop something and have you pick it up and steal something and run away. So it all over the country.
So what do you think tourists can do to be more aware of crime?
Normally it's passports and like expensive cameras that get stolen or nice jewelry. So if you really don't have to bring it with you, don't bring it because then you don't want to run the risk of getting it taken.
So is there anything else you wanted to tell us about it?
I just think people should be more responsible when traveling and make better decisions, like put things close to you and don't put your wallet in the backpack because mostly it gets stolen. Other than that, no.
Can you go into more detail about what specific crimes are committed?
Well, most of the time on the metro, your backpack gets taken from you. That was mostly what I found when doing research, and people, go into your pockets when you're not looking. And one lady had her necklace ripped off her neck when walking around the city, so it really depends on where you are. But 60% of people who have visited the country have been victims of pickpocketing or theft.
Hey, I'm Cody here with.
Kindle.
What's your topic that you're protesting?
I want to raise the drinking age in Canada.
Why exactly do you want to do that?
Because right now Canada doesn't have a totally legal drinking age. It has the different province is separated, but most of them is 18 and 19 years old.
Who do you think is most affected by this issue?
I think the whole body of Canada is affected because when people drink, it doesn't affect just them, but anybody they come in contact with. For example, like cars, when somebody drinks and they get in a car, then it affects not only them but everybody.
That's true. So why haven't they changed it yet?
They're trying to change it, but it's really hard to get past because I don't really know why, but they're trying to pass a law in 2010, but it still hasn't got passed yet.
So how does the drinking age in Canada compare with other countries?
Well, compared to our country, it's a lot different because ours is 21, and that's what they're trying to change it to. But some countries I researched, some people don't even have an age at all. It's any age can consume, and I think that's terrible. But I think Canada should raise theirs to stop one body.
Is there anything else you wanted to tell us about?
I feel like 18 and 19-year-olds shouldn't be allowed to drink because they are just now starting to learn how to drive and be able to go out and do things at nighttime. And if you add drinking involved with the other things they're allowed to do, that makes them more able to cause more violence and crime and stuff.
Makes sense. Thank you for your time.
Recording.
Hi, I'm Cody here with.
Ryan.
And what is your topic, Ryan?
Legalizing weed.
Why is this an issue to you?
Because it needs to happen, man.
What do you think? What do you think's a good thing about weed?
Man, it just makes you feel good. Just, you go. Yeah, thanks. No problem.
So why do you think weed's illegal?
Man, because the older generation, they just don't know what it's about, man, you know?
I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. It's like, why can't they just legalize it, you know?
I feel you.
I understand legalize it.
But yeah, I think weed should be legal because the government will make a lot of money off it, tax it, revenue would go up by about 50 grand a year, thousands of jobs would be made. Thousands of jobs would be made. Anything to help this country through this rough time, man. You know?
I know what you mean, man. Times are tough. For real, nowadays. So,
Yeah, man. Plus the cops,
Yeah.
you know? Cops, like,
are you hearing it?
yeah, that's you.
Alright.
The cops, like, they would be able to focus on so much more stuff, like murders and stuff, you know? Keeping bad people out of America instead of having to deal with us just because we have a little bit of weed on us,
Right?
you know?
What's wrong with a little bit of weed?
Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of weed.
That's right. That's right.
Alright, well, I'm about to head out of here.
Alright, thanks for your time, man.
Yeah, dog.
You can have this back.
Yeah.
Thanks
Hey,
for
you owe me
sharing.
$15, by the way.
I'll get you one day. So that's the end of day one. I learned a lot about some different issues around the globe. Learned a lot about the pyramids as well. I got to see those. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys at a later date, and peace out. Is there anything else you wanted to tell us about it?
No.
Cut. Yeah, cut that.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Damn!
It's pretty scary.
And 60% of people who have gone have been victims of.
Something over.
Oh.
I got it.
Yeah.
Shut up!
How long
Seriously.